3 Texas Tech hosting TCU. Taking a look at your Big 12 standings, the top player of the week. Your officials, Jerry Pollard, Gary Maxwell, and Antonio Petty. These teams met back in January 30th. The Frogs took that one, and they are on defense in their road purple uniforms. Home whites for Texas Tech. They control the opening tip.
Both teams playing without their starting centers tonight. No Uday, no Warren Washington.
There's the first turnover. From his backside, keeps it alive for the Red Raiders.
Great hustle. Both of these teams, outstanding rebounding teams, also great on the defensive end.
Toussaint, 2 feet in the paint, kick out, Walton. Got it! If you buy into all the analytics, Fran, he is the most efficient offensive player in the country.
In Cambridge, the era
of the season for Jamie Dixon. Then he goes to deep play. We're here in Lubbock, Texas, alongside Fran Fraschilla. I'm Rich Hollenberg. Another Big 12 battle deep in the heart of Texas. Kerwin Walton, an early 2 for 2.
Well, we just said it. He's one of the most improved players in the Big 12, and you could argue, Rich, the country. He shoots over 50% behind the arc, and that time you saw him get it done in the lane.
Nelson off the window, and one opportunity.
You throw DeJuan Harris in there as well.
Toussaint pulls up, free throw line.
Good early offensive rhythm.
Here's Jacoby Coles. Inside, Miller. His first 2 of the night.
Well, Emmanuel.
Chance McMillan. First time on the floor for him, 4 on the shot clock. Kyron Lindsey. He's been called on for some extra duty without Warren Washington, and he produces.
Iowa State, Houston, Kansas, and
Tech lead. Ranked 23rd in the nation. Coming off a huge win at home the last time out. Tennyson gets it to go.
And I thought the little discard there with the outreach of the arm created some space. But a nice job by Tennyson to transfer from Texas A&M Corpus Christi. I like this.
Toussaint.
Yep, I like it. I like when you
the rebound.
Well, Lindsey and Jennings really coming on at the end of the season.
Here's Williams. Now Isaac, who struggled from beyond the arc the last number of games.
He has.
But that's an easy 2. Give the dime to
early November, December, and are starting stepping up around the conference.
A near steal. Here's Anderson for 3. No good. Offensive rebound. Chuck O'Bannon. Another attempt, and this time he makes it good. It's a 2-pointer. Caslin always talks to us about how critical rebounding is. How are they doing so far?
Well, they're doing like everybody else in this league does, which is if you don't rebound, you don't win.
Mustafa with the putback. Lindsey guarded by Mustafa. 10 to shoot for Texas Tech. Lindsey found a seam. Oh, what a follow by Lamar Washington. Here's McMillan. And Fran, 10 of Texas Tech's 15 points have come in the painted area.
Yes, Knight, look at that, just 2 more. And this time on the TCU end. TCU's a team that plays 4 out, 1 in. They like to throw it into the post.
Mustafa doing work with the left hand.
Yep, very patient in there.
They'll play 2-point TCU lead. Don't leave him alone. A rare miss for Kerwin Walton from 3.
Notice how Jennings kicked it right out. Didn't even think about scoring.
Isaacs got fouled on the 3-point attempt, and he'll go to the line and shoot 3 in Baton Rouge.
John Schott, they're going to be ready, the Blue Devils.
And how about the big win for your former
at LSU? And certainly LSU coming off a big win at South Carolina.
Pop Isaacs an early 4. And we are tied again at 17, the 6th tie of the night already. Nelson, nice look. Mustafa again. Fast breaking Frogs looking to push the pace. Tennyson. Miller had the offensive rebound taken away.
Quick hands on both ends so far defensively. Nice pass.
And Williams an easy two off the feed from Isaacs. It's like we're in Kansas City already.
It really does. It really does. And we know that feeling. These are two teams that could do damage in the tournament.
Mustafa again.
I can tell.
7 on the shot clock. Peavy. Scoreless so far, coming off a 26-point effort. Here's Coles. Shot clock running down. Offensive rebound. Eman. And he puts it up off the glass, and we'll go to the line for
from him is a guy named Dave Smart, assistant coach. Eman and Andrew Nemhart. Now the Pacers, where both of these teams will load up with transfers next year again.
4-point TCU lead coming up on 6.5 minutes to go in the first half. Toussaint and one. That's how they do it in the Bronx.
Absolutely. Know that area well.
Isaacs and McMillan have been struggling offensively last 3 games. Joe Toussaint has picked up the slack for Grant McCaslin. He has 7 tonight. Avery Anderson, number 3 with a 3.
Man, that's amazing.
It's the top 25 opponent.
They're not ranked, and that's the only reason they're not ranked is because they play in the best league in the country, and they've been dinged a little bit. Nice pass.
Coles left alone.
Yeah, great job of sealing up the lanes.
6'8", 215-pound sophomore out of Denton, Texas, by way of University of Georgia. Walton got fouled on the 3-point attempt.
Tennyson has played a lot of basketball. He can't invade that shoot. Of 2016, came back to his alma mater. And of course, he's done back at his alma mater.
In Jamie's tenure, being a Syracuse alum, I remember some of those.
Yeah, right. They were one.
10 to shoot.
Oh yeah.
He wanted it. Air ball. Saved by Miller.
Pop's been struggling with the shooting. He's got to keep playing.
And I don't know if they'll count that as a fast break basket, but it should count. Coles for 2.
Well, they get out so quick. They've got multiple guys in that backcourt. They got Nelson and Anderson out there together, the 2 fastest players on the team.
Number 1 in the nation in fast break points, and no one really is even close. And that foul is going to go on Jacoby Coles, his 2nd.
That can get to the Sweet 16. Iowa State proved last night that they can play with anybody. I think a team like TCU, who's knocked on the door of advancing deeper in the tournament, can certainly do that. They had Arizona beat a couple years ago. They played great against Gonzaga last year, and they've got a lot of experience.
Another 3-pointer from Avery.
But that backcourt with him and Jameer Nelson really gives you excellent speed and versatility, and also really good defensive pressure.
Texas Tech, their largest deficit of the night now is 8. Struggling from the field, just 9 of 27. Toussaint, he's had a hot hand though, and he gives it to the TCU bench after that make.
They really needed that to stem that momentum, but remember, this team trailed BYU by 16 at the half. Nice.
Anderson again in an and one opportunity.
Well, what we're seeing right now is Avery Anderson once, and I said, Jerry, do you ever get intimidated out here at these big arenas? He said, Fran, I wore a bulletproof vest for much of my police career. No, I don't. He was the captain on a SWAT team in St. Charles County, Missouri. And he has a great way with these kids.
McMillan, tough 2 from Chance, his first bucket of the night.
Rich, we were here when they trailed BYU by 16 and came back and won, but they've got to do a better job on the defensive end right now.
Peavy for 3. He has not had the hot hand that he's had the last few games. Walton left alone, corner 3, got it! Coming up on 90 seconds to go in an entertaining and closely played first half. Williams blocked by Coles. Here come those fast breaking frogs again. Another 2 from Emmanuel Miller. Bounce pass. Toussaint to Williams.
Be a rematch of an overtime win by the Utes in Salt Lake City. By the way, the Utes are getting into the lane under control.
Williams out after completing the three-point play.
Nice.
Here's Miller. And we're going the other way.
And they can change this if they feel like it.
You saw the left elbow from Emmanuel Miller.
Yeah, but see, if that happens because of the cylinder foul, take a look now. There's a lot of contact here, I believe. I think when Toussaint walks into him, to me, that would be a cylinder foul. And then Miller follows through with the elbow, but
Pop Isaacs at the line. Cans the first of the two. They met in Fort Worth. 25 points, 9 assists. And he missed that one. Seconds to go. Three on the clock. And why not? We've had 8 ties in the first half. Here's Isaacs.
Nice pass.
Jennings couldn't finish, but he does there.
Off the dribble.
Good floor game tonight from Pop Isaacs, not scoring a lot.
Well, he's playing injured. He's wearing out a little bit big time.
There's a big three from the corner. Jameer Nelson Jr. Here's Peavy. Scoreless in the first half. Mustafa, what a game he's having. Essa Mustafa, Provo right now playing BYU.
Exactly, and there's some tough road wins ahead, trust me, in this league. Houston goes to Baylor on Saturday.
Nelson kept the dribble, got the bucket. Peavy, met at the rim by Lindsay.
Find a shooter.
That's a shooter.
But these two teams are built on that.
We've had 8 ties and 3 lead changes, and still a lot of basketball left to play. The foul called before the shot. At 7:30 Eastern, then Giannis and the Bucks.
Cavaliers and T-Wolves, 2 of the league's surprises this year.
Yeah.
Just got that thing going, and so does J.B. Bickerstaff coaching those Cleveland Cavaliers. Good to see.
You know what's great about a night like tonight and a game like this one? Both teams are shooting miserably from three-point line, and still a fantastic, entertaining game.
I agree. You know, you're not going to, both teams said to us today, we're playing a good shooting team, we're not going to give them the 3 ball. But what both teams are doing is attacking the paint without each other's starting center. Right there.
Miller.
Oh, he's so good.
Another 2.
He's so good, Emmanuel Miller. A. Smith and Emmanuel Miller, they're 2 of my favorites right now.
Already a double-double for number 2 in purple, Emmanuel Miller. And here he is looking to add to the total.
Sweet.
And he does. A dozen for Emmanuel. You see what BTF, the big tough frog, he is one tough frog.
He sure is. There's a team full of them. Good look.
Toussaint to Walton.
They should push it because they have numbers with Coles down.
Isaacs goes right at Coles and gets 2. Fran, that's 13-1 at home this year.
Yes, they are. They are playing without Warren Washington tonight, but no Uday for TCU. Again, veteran TCU team, one of the oldest and experienced teams in the country.
Nelson for 3 out of
the way they play is impressive. Remember, Jameer averaged 21 last year.
Texas Tech led TCU on the road by double digits.
Isaacs, Walton, Darian Williams, they are, and Warren Washington.
And here come the Frogs. The lob, and an easy 2 from Micah Peavy.
That's that fast break offense we talk about. They get about 20 points a game, best in the country.
Here's Mustafa. He's got a season-high 10 already.
Crafty.
Now with 10 on the shot clock. O'Bannon from the corner. In Baton Rouge.
Anytime Charles coast to coast, kicking it to Chuck. Young man who's a championship for Jim Herrick. Eddie and Charles O'Bannon. And in this league.
25 years young, Chuck O'Bannon. And this ties the largest lead of the game until Kyron Lindsey does away with that.
TCU does a great job of spreading the court.
It's Jameer Nelson time.
Wow. Wow, how about Jameer? Richie was only shooting 27% from behind the arc on the season. Now he's a proven scorer, but man, is he on fire.
Williams loves that spot on the floor.
Did you say on fire?
Heat check, and Avery Anderson's got a new. That one left short by Toussaint.
Look at him run.
First double-digit lead of the night, and Grant McCaslin senses it's a danger.
Nice pass.
Williams measured it up, couldn't get it to go, and they're going to get a foul on Mustafa.
Purdue loses at Ohio State. UConn.
Like BYU in the Big 12, they live and sometimes die by the three-pointer.
Defense.
Williams out to Walton.
Oh, great fake. Look at his speed.
Shot out of a cannon.
Wow. Avery Anderson, that TV dinner they serve you, the other guy's flying the plane.
And that was a tip ball, so no backcourt violation. Tech needs a bucket, down 10.
Nice.
And they get it from an unlikely source. Lindsey, a left-hander at the free throw line. Anderson had that shot bothered.
5 on 4 if they push.
Pop. A one-man fast break. And he's in double digits. Offensively.
Just keep moving the ball. You got a little pick and roll action here. They ran what we call a Spain pick and roll, which is screen the screener. Look at this move.
Lindsey left hand. My goodness! Skip pass, Nelson. Off the mark, offensive rebound, Mustafa. He threw it up and will go to the line. A night of unsung heroes. Kyron Lindsey for Texas Tech. Fast break. Miller, no! The pace has been frenetic in the second half. Here's Pop. Got to the rim, got fouled by Miller. He'll go to the line.
Average 16 a game as a sophomore in this league. You're pretty good.
Half of this Big 12 standings if Baylor ends up losing that. Miller, no. Peavy, yes. And Isaacs is down, helped up by Lindsey.
Well, this is a small Texas Tech team right now. Lindsey's the 5-man.
Toussaint.
He should kick it out. But that's okay too. Is a big loss.
Joe Toussaint, always the first Red Raider on. Anderson, short. Red Raiders could tie it up. Isaacs. Williams! so loud in here you couldn't even hear.
You know, it's not the first time.
Looking for point number 8 tonight, and he's got it.
Big.
For 21. Coming up on 2 minutes to go and a 2-point TCU lead. Bounce pass, Williams! What a find by Joe Toussaint. PV no. Out of bounds, Texas Tech basketball.
Watch this last play in the second half.
To your point, Fran, they led 40-38. They scored the first bucket of the second half, and TCU has led ever since. We know these two guys in the backcourt, fearless.
Yeah, and I would trust them. I wouldn't trust throwing it to Lindsey yet.
Isaacs, got it!
He's not going to count it.
So Pop Isaacs will go to the line and shoot a 1-and-1 instead.
In the NBA, this would have been good. He's got to be in his upward shooting motion. There's the contact, and that's a good call. This crew, Rich, you know me, I've been a little bit harsh in the last couple weeks about some of the physics.
They're not even playing. Isaacs gets the front end of the. If Texas Tech wins, they leapfrog over the Horned Frogs and move into 4th place. Peavy drives the lane, and a foul is called. This year against Arizona State, coming off a 26-point. Off on both, but it's got back by Coles. Jacoby Coles with a monster putback.
We told
1 minute to go. Tie ball game for the 11th time tonight.
pick and roll, pick the screener. Watch, a lot of action in there. Got to space it out so they can drive.
Miller guarding Toussaint. He found Pop, and one.
Watch the intensity on the foul line on the other end. Watch Coles go to work and just wills this ball into the basket. And I'll tell you, what a cut by Pop Isaacs. Toussaint's in trouble, and watch Pop cut to the basket, and then to be able to finish through contact. What a play by that backcourt.
One of the toughest son-of-a-guns in the Big 12, if not the country. Pop Isaacs completes the three-point play, and it's a three-point Tech lead. 9-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Peavy in the paint, gets fouled again and will go to the line. And
Nice
that
job.
one's good.
Yeah, good job.
And he does.
Big time need to foul at some point. Remember how good a foul shooting team Texas Tech is.
Shot clock is off. 25 seconds left. Toussaint almost lost it.
Timeout.
And a timeout called.
Now, which is what he was. Watch the long ball.
Here's Toussaint. And the reach in by Anderson will send Joe Toussaint to the free throw line.
It's not a bad foul.
A three-point play at the end of that game to win it.
They're not letting him check back in, and I thought the clock was running. Okay.
Toussaint cans them both.
Don't need a three still. Plenty of time for the two.
Nelson. Coles all alone.
Okay, that's good. If you're TCU, you like that.
He's tonight. 5-second call approaching. They get it in. And a foul on Peavy.
Okay, that was close because there were no time.
More dramatics.
No question.
Pop.
You still do not need to take a three, but you got to get it up the court fast.
And that's exactly what it is. The lead is 3. 10 seconds to go. Here's Nelson. He hit a game winner against Kansas State.
Now he's going to shoot a three.
Trying to tie it. It's short. Coles got it back. 1.4 left, a 1-point game. And Jamie Dixon wanted to travel on Pop Isaacs. Time runs out. And they're saying that's it. Handshakes are being exchanged on the floor. And Texas Tech holds on for a 1-point lead. 82-81, the final score.
Let's watch now. 1.4. You want to be able to just watch him catch it. Ooh, close. Really close. Might have moved the pivot foot, but it wouldn't have mattered much. In a game like this was all.